The kids' school building is here. Are you excited?
I can't wait! Someone has to paint the outside.
No, I like the color. And y'all like the red roof?
Can we draw on it with a big
No, you cannot draw on the outside of it.
There's no wheels. And nobody's strong enough to do that.
They're gonna get it. The way they do it is really, really cool.
Can we watch them?
Yeah, but y'all need to go and get yourself together. This is Isla and Kaza's new building. We're gonna turn it into like a schoolhouse / playhouse for them. It's going to be really nice. So, this is the inside before. It's the door. It's gonna be a loft over there. So I'm in the kids' building right now. We pretty much moved from an 8,000 square foot house to 3,000 square feet. And at our old house, our kids basically took over our living room and had all of that. It was basically turned into their playroom. So when we moved, we decided we donated like a lot of toys. We gave away a lot of toys and kid stuff. But there were some things that are pretty much like collectibles and stuff that I felt that they should hold on to. And we just didn't want to give away everything. So we have a bunch of like kid stuff in boxes right now that I just kind of want to get out of our house and out of storage. And the kids also, with them being homeschooled right now, like they need somewhere to be where they can do their work uninterrupted, because I'm working in the house and Kevin's recording in the house too. So it's just like, it's so much going on and everybody just kind of like really needs their own space right now. So I got this building for the kids. So that's the loft. I think that's going to be Isla's loft right there. And then Kaza's loft is actually going to be up here. So once this is done, it's going to be amazing. So I'm out in front of the kids' house, and I specifically got them a red roof, like a little schoolhouse. I also wanted to touch on something. Hey, Slew.
Hey, wow.
Yeah, you see that? You like that?
Let's wake up and there's a new fucking house here. I like that.
Thank you. That's for the kids. So when it comes to like my kids being homeschooled and all that good stuff, I actually planned on homeschooling my kids back in January when I had the big like epiphany and realization and decided to move to the farm and all that stuff. It was kind of like something came over me and was just like, you know, you are your kid's best teacher, you know? One of the main reasons why I did not leave California and what was kind of holding me there was my kids' school. And it was just like, yeah, the school is great, but at the same time, it's just like, you know, you are your kid's best teacher. You're the one that they're spending the most time with. They're seeing what you're doing. They're copying your actions, what you say, your behavior, just everything. So, yeah, I decided to homeschool my kids. They'll be homeschooled until they're old enough to go off and do their own thing. And, you know, I just feel like it's a better upbringing. I don't totally agree with just like with the schooling system as a whole, especially like traditional school. I feel like they pretty much like train your kids and raise your kids to freaking be, forgive me for using this word because I don't mean it. It's just the only word that I can say to help everyone kind of understand where I'm coming from. But I feel like they raise your kids to be a slave, like to slave to the government or a corporate job or whatever. It doesn't really push them to think outside of the box and be entrepreneurs and to kind of like just live in spirit and do their own thing. So I feel like when you go to like a traditional school, like I feel like you your kids, they lose all of that. And I did not want that to happen to my kids. I want them to stay dreaming. I want them to actually follow their dreams and go after their dreams. And I want them to be self-sufficient and to not rely on, you know, a job. And I know that kind of sounds harsh, but if my kids do decide to want to do that, I'll let them do it. I'll let them try it out. If they decide they want to go work for corporate America, then hey, you know, that's their decision. That's their choice that they made. But I want to give them basically just like a platter of possibilities. That's why I chose to homeschool my kids and why I plan on homeschooling them until they are of age to do whatever they want. All right, so I am in the building, back in the kids' Playhouse slash Schoolhouse, and we have started or began the first phase. Got in some switches, outlets, things like that. That's like the very first thing that you must do. So yeah, now that we have the electrical wiring and all that stuff in, the next thing that we're gonna do is put in some insulation in here, and then we're gonna drywall it or sheetrock it. I think that's what it's called. Do that, paint, build out Kaza's loft here, because as you can see now, it's only like this little bitty piece right there, but all of that going all the way across will be Kaza's loft. And this is their exterior light too that we did wiring for. So I'll have to put them up a cute little light for their little porch. Yeah. They're gonna be living it up over here. I'm officially kicking them out of the house once this is done. So we are at the kids' schoolhouse slash playroom, and it's not quite done, but it's almost there. We have like their little outside light here. You can see that wasn't there before. Take you guys inside. We have flooring, painted walls, trim, and the loft that was not here at all. So this is going to be Isla's side. She picked this before the other side was done. And now she's upset that Kaza's loft is bigger. We are going up to Kaza's side. So we're up on Kaza's side. This is gonna be good for him. We still have to put down the carpet, but he has a little window. He can look outside whenever he wants to take a break. But we're gonna add some carpet, have some floor pillows, and maybe like some little cubbies for his schoolwork. Up top is gonna be all school, and down on the bottom I'm planning on just having that be their playroom and like no toys up here, no distractions. So yeah. She thought that Kaza's loft was just gonna be like this little small piece, but she didn't know that we were like building this out. But they will probably end up sharing anyways. But yeah, we are almost finished. Flooring, paint, electricity, everything's done. We just have to also get some the ladders for them to be able to climb up. We'll have this probably finished in about another week. We're gonna add in a light fixture, TVs, have a nice carpet laid down for them. So yeah, stay tuned. We're almost to the finish line. All right, so I'm about to take you guys into this kid's schoolhouse. It is finally complete, but it may be a little messy. I go in and show you guys around. So here's their little front porch. Like I said, it's a little messy, not quite put together. But here we go. I did not do that. The kids did that. But I did do this. No shoes allowed. And I gave them a little security thing on the door. Okay, so here is the kids' schoolhouse. So we'll start over here. This is the front door. So this is where they store some of their toys. And I had some bookshelves made out of some old barn wood, which is pretty cool. And then they have their little costume area. Their little accessories are on the bottom. And then this is like their school supply container, school supplies. And so yeah, yoga mat. And then over here, this is their Lego table. And they have a television, and it's connected to Wi-Fi, so they're able to do like stream Netflix and like the other streaming services. And their Lego containers for Legos. Just a little seating area here. Issa's dollhouse. I put some of like their craft stuff over here. And I love these stairs. Well, these steps. So they push in for like whenever we need extra space. But then when they're ready to go upstairs to the loft, it just pulls out. And now you have some steps. So that's Isla's side. Here's Kaza's side. So I'm gonna take you upstairs to their lofts now, so you guys can check that out. All right, so we're going up to Kaza's side first. Never mind the lines, guys. I put this carpet in myself. I know it's not perfect, but this is his little loft. It got a little window and some of his things. And then we're gonna swing around and go up to Isla's side. Hers is slightly larger. She has a little horse stable and some other things up here. So this is the kids' schoolhouse. Little aerial view. So yeah, this is the kids' schoolhouse. It's actually like quite amazing. I designed it myself. And put everything in here myself too. Well, I didn't do like the woodwork and the drywalls and electrical and all that. We obviously like contracted that out, but yeah, like I'm really proud of it. I actually like wish this was something I had as a kid, so I kind of like went to Kid Dreka and was like, what would I want like in a space? And so I did it for my little people, and they absolutely love it. But it did turn into more of a playhouse as opposed to a schoolhouse. But we will be turning this into not turning it into, but it will get more use as a schoolhouse. So I'm actually like in the process of looking for a private educator. My kids were still like enrolled in their school from California, but it's just too like it's just too much screen time for me and for them as well. It's like we're here on the farm and there are so many things to like get into and learn from and just be like super hands-on with. So I think like my next thing is finding a really good like private educator, like somebody that's one like awesome with kids and someone who's like willing to do like more of a hands-on type of learning. My kids they've never gone to a school where it was just like, you know, a bunch of like paperwork and things like that. Like I don't even really believe in that type of learning anyways. But yeah, so that's our next little, well, that's my thing that I'm kind of doing right now. But yeah, this is a schoolhouse. Again, it's kind of like a dream I wish I had as a kid, but I'm still being able to enjoy this now with them. And yeah, on to the next project, finishing up the garden.